Without further ado, Senator, are you ready to rock and roll?
I am. Yep, I sure am.
All right. So, my first question for you is, could you express how important is it to inform Montanans and what you're doing, what you're working on, and what you're spending time on when you post your schedules? Like, is it monthly or daily you post your schedules?
It's a daily schedule post at the end of the month. Okay,
Gotcha.
so it works out pretty well. Look, Montanans are my boss. Okay, boss needs to know what the employees are doing, and in my official capacity, I put down everything, every meeting, every committee meeting. Whether I'm on the floor, I've been doing that since I've gotten here, and I think it's a good thing because I think transparency is good in government in all stages. So I've got a bill to really make it so all elected officials do it. Right now, I'm doing it. Senator Kelly got elected a couple years ago. He's doing it, but we're the only two that do it. I think it's good. I think it allows folks to see what their elected officials are up to. It gives Montanans the kind of transparency and accountability that they expect from their folks who represent them in one of the most open states and government in the country. And so I think what's good for Montana is good for the country in this case. I hold myself to a higher standard. Been doing it since I got here. It's really not that big a deal. It's not that tough, and it would be great if other members would do it too. And that's why we put this bill in that if we get the thing passed, and we're working on it, would require everybody to do that, put their schedule online.
And was there like any like final straw for you that led you to wanting to create this bill to finally hold Congress accountable and to have some transparency within your colleagues?
So I'm a Montanan. I've lived in this state my entire life. I've served on school boards, on FSA boards, and they've all been open to the public. The difference between Washington, D.C. and being on a school board in Big Sandy, Montana, is that you can literally get in your car and drive and see what the folks are doing on the school board. It's 2,000 miles away for folks to come out here. Now, we get a lot of Montanans that come out here, but the truth is that the internet's there. It's an ability for me, for an elected official, to be able to put their schedule online so that people don't have to drive 2,000 miles to see what I'm doing. They can literally get online, check out my schedule, see who I've been meeting with, see the committees I've been going to, and really, take a look at what we're busy and how busy we are. Because I really do believe that's important. As I said early on, the citizens of Montana are my constituency, and they're also my boss. And so we need to make sure we try to keep them informed about what we're up to.
And what does it mean to you to have support and just support a rally behind you from others to help you? And do you believe your bill is going to gain traction?
Well, I think the more people we get pushing, the better chance we got to get this passing. I mean, we live in a democracy where the people's voices are very, very important, and I think majority of the people in Montana, vast majority, would like to see everybody do this. Certainly, would like to see their Montana reps do it, and so we're gonna continue to push. We're gonna continue to gain steam and gain supporters, and hopefully we get this thing across the finish line. Like I said, most folks who look at this bill say this is a no-brainer. We ought to be doing this. Everybody ought to be doing it. And I think it is a no-brainer. And so I think that's going to help with the passage of the bill.
And what are the necessary next steps to get your bill approved? What's kind of next steps with the
Well,
process?
it's just the nuts and bolts of legislating. We've got to get the committees of jurisdiction to act upon it, and then kick it out of committee, and then we've got to put pressure on leadership to either take it to the floor in bill form or an amendment form, and that's about it. Once we get that done, hopefully the House will do the same thing, get it to the president's desk for signature, and we're off and running.
Awesome, awesome to hear. And other than holding Congress accountable and having transparency, what other goals would you like to see with your bill accomplishing?
Well, look, if we can accomplish more transparency and accountability in Washington D.C., that's a home run, and we'll take that home run. And so it truly is. It's truly just about allowing people uh, an insight into what we're doing here in Washington D.C. And I think that's just really important. I think it's really important for our democracy. Open government, I think, is very important. As I said, Montana has one of the most open governments in the country, and I think the nation could follow that lead, and this bill will help them follow that lead.
Awesome. And that's all the questions I have for you, Senator. But is there anything else you'd like to add on or add any final thoughts?
Look, I think you got it. This morning, I met with everybody from community health centers to leaders in the FFA. You know, these are meetings that are certainly important to me, and I think they're important to people of Montana. Montana should know about
All right, awesome. And
them. All right.
yeah, that's all the questions I got for you, Senator. So
Hey,
again,
man,
thank you for the time.
you got it. Always good to talk to you. I look forward to seeing you in person. In the meantime, stay cool. Okay.
All right, thank you. You too.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Be well.
Bye.
Bye bye.